Good morning, student. Today I Purnima welcome you to my class, and I'm going to continue with the topic subject book agreement. Now, student, we have already discussed a lot in the classroom, also in the online offline teaching about subject verb agreement, and before that I welcome you all to my class. So let's start subject verb agreement, a very important topic in English grammar, and without that you won't be write the language correctly. So some points which were not discussed earlier and some of the points which I'm going to revise again will be beneficial for you for the examination. So first of all, we should know what is a finite verb. Before discussing, I will tell you what is a verb and what is a finite verb. So what is a verb? Children, verb is a word in a sentence which tells what work has been done or what action has been done or what is the state of a thing is a verb. Like Sita dances, it is an action, dance is a verb. She is writing a letter, write is a children work done by the person, so write is a verb. And baby sleeps, sleep is a state and it is a verb. Now what is a finite verb? There is a difference between finite verb and a verb. So a finite verb in a sentence always agree with its subject in number or person. Now what is a number, children? Singular number and plural number. So I told you a subject has singular number and plural number. Like boys are singular, is singular and boys are plural. Girls are singular, girls are plural. Man is singular, man is plural. Child is singular, children are plural. So these are some of the subject. Okay, and children, the first point which I have already discussed with you is that that singular subject always carries singular verb. Now what is a singular verb? Now singular verb is quite opposite with the subject here. Now in singular verb, now children, the singular verb and plural verb. What is the difference here? In singular verb, it carries s, like write. Writes is a singular verb and write is a plural verb. We have to add s or es in singular verb. Okay, so here write is a plural verb and writes is a singular verb. Now dances is a singular verb and dance is a plural verb. Eats is a singular verb, eat is plural. So whenever in verb it always become opposite, we have to add s or es in a verb to make it singular. So rule number 1 of subject object is that with singular subject we always use singular verb. With singular subject we always use singular verb. So this is rule number 1 of subject verb agreement. Okay. So what is rule number 1? With singular subject we always use singular verb. Okay, with singular subject we always use singular verb. So Ramesh writes a letter. Now you can see here example 1, Ramesh is singular subject and write is a singular verb because we are writing here writes. Okay, Radha works hard. Radha is singular subject and works is singular, work is plural. Sorry, singular verb. Okay, so you can see with a singular subject, okay, with a singular subject we use singular verb. And now rule number 2, with plural subject we always use plural verb. Rule number 2 is with plural subject we always use plural verb. Okay. So what is rule number 2? Rule number 2 is with plural subjects we use plural verb, like they play in the field. In the field, so now they is a plural subject, and play we don't have s here, so it is a plural verb. All right. Now boys write the notes. So boys are plural subject, and this is plural verb. So always remember children, with plural subject we always has plural verb, and with singular subject we have singular verb. Okay, so this is the rule. Now there are certain verbs which end in s and look plural, but they are singular in number. There are many verbs are there which end in s and look plural, but they are in fact singular. Like measles is preventable these days. Measles is a type of disease. Okay. So whenever some subject is there, we have s. It looks plural, but they are not plural. For example, measles is preventable these days. The news is true. Physics and maths, you can see we are having s, are my favorite subjects. So children, this is rule number 3, that in some cases when there is a plural verb, when some of the word it look plural, like physics, maths, news, but they are not plural, they are singular. Okay. Now when a proper noun is plural in form, when a proper noun is plural in form but stand for one thing or company, it takes a singular plural. It takes a singular plural. Like Bahari and Son is a famous bookstore in Khan Market. Arabian Nights is my favorite book of short stories. Pickwick Papers is a famous novel written by Charles Dickens. Okay. So children, when a proper noun is plural in form but stand for one thing, okay, it stand for one thing, then it is a plural. Like Arabian Nights, okay, it is the name of a book and it is night is written, so it is not singular. It looks plural but it is singular in form. Arabian Night is my favorite book of short stories. Pickwick Papers is a famous novel written by Charles Dickens. Now, when two nouns are joined with and refer to the same person or thing or concern one idea, that take the singular verb. Now, children, whenever two singular nouns are there, okay, they represent the same idea, or both the thing represent to the same person or thing, so they carry children singular verb with them. Okay, like slow and steady wins the race. Here this is singular verb, which is representing the same idea. Wins the race. Needle and thread is kept in a box. Okay, so when two singular subjects are there, okay, and it represents to the same person or thing, then it is children, it takes singular verb. Now there are many pronouns in the box are always singular and they take singular verb. There are many pronouns, children, which we feel they are plural, but they are not plural, they are singular, and of course they take singular verb. For example, anybody, anybody, anyone, anything, anybody, anyone, anything, each, every, everybody, everyone, everything, either, neither, nobody, no one, somebody, someone, something. Okay, so these are some of the pronouns which always carry singular verb, like nobody is allowed to enter the lab after the school hour. Nobody is allowed to enter the lab after school hour. Everyone in our class has paid the fees. Everyone. So children, remember, each, every, neither, nobody, no one, somebody, someone, something. Okay, either, neither, it always carry singular verb with them. Everyone in our class has paid the fees. Neither of the children is going on the trip. Neither of the children is going on the trip. When the subject is a unit of measurement, so this is the another one. When the subject is a unit of measurement or a mathematical unit, the verb used is singular. 6 months is a long time to wait. Now children, you can see here 6 months is a long time to wait. Is a unit of measurement. 3 kilometers is a quite a long walk. So children, when there is a unit of measurement is there, the verb should be singular, like 6 months. You can see here that in 6 months, this example, let me write this example and tell you. Okay, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. So you can see there is a S in months. Okay, it is a plural, but then the verb used is a, we will use here is, that is singular. 6 months is a long time to wait. Okay, then similarly children, 3 kilometers is a long walk. Okay, 3 kilometers is a long walk. So we can say here this thing. So whenever the subject is a unit of measurement or a mathematical unit, the verb used here is singular. Now nouns like trousers, pants, shorts, scissors, pliers, socks and spectacles are always plural in form and take plural verbs. Okay, so when children, when these types of nouns are there, like trousers, spectacles, okay, socks, they're they're always plural in form and they take plural verbs. My new spectacles are lost. Your blue socks are in the drawer. These trousers need repair. Your new shorts look really cool. So two and two more singular nouns joined by and make a plural subject. They take a plural verb. Now children, when two and more singular nouns they are joined by s, so they take a plural subject. Like Jack and Jill are coming. Jack and Jill are coming. India and Pakistan are neighbors. So these are the two different nouns and these two different nouns are connected by and they take plural subject. Now next point, pronouns like both, many, few and several are always plural and take plural verb. So some of the pronouns like both, many, few and several are always plural and take plural verbs. Both the twins look alike. Many children participated in the science talent contest, but very few have cleared it. So you can see when there are pronouns like both, many, few and several, they are always plural. They are always plural and they take plural verb. Both the twins look alike. Okay. Uh, Several of the paintings were destroyed. Several of the paintings were destroyed. So here the pronoun is several and that's why we are using were. Several of the paintings were destroyed. Many children participated in the science talent contest, but very few have cleared it. Okay, many children participated. So children, when we are having many, both, few and several, such pronoun are there, so we always take plural verb after them. We always take plural verb after them. Now when two subjects are joined with or, either or, neither nor or, three things. When two subjects are joined by or neither nor or either or, the verb generally agrees with the last noun phrase. So whatever the verb is there in the last, the verb, whatever the subject is there, if it is a plural subject, then the verb will be plural in the last. If the singular subject is there in the last, then the verb will be singular in the last. For example, neither Australia nor England, so both are singular, is going to win the cricket match. He or his brother, both are singular, is a good medalist, is a gold medalist. Either the Mehtas or the Chawlas are responsible for this. Mehtas and Chawlas, you can see the later is again plural, so we are having plural verb here. Collective nouns like government, staff, committee, herd, senate, class, crowd and so on. So children, whenever there is collective nouns are there, for example, government is a collective noun, at least in our country. Staff is a collective noun, committee is a collective noun, herd is collective noun, senate is a collective noun, class, crowd and so on. So many collective nouns, generally they take a singular form, but they could also be used in the plural form according to the context. Okay, the staff is meeting today, that means separate staff. But children, if the staff is taken as one, then we will use singular verb. Okay, the staff is meeting today, but if the different opinion are there of the staff, so the staff are having an argument. Okay, similarly, jury has a opinion. Here jury, all the judges in the court, it is considered as one. But if you will say jury have different opinion, that means different judge have different opinion. This you have to see. Okay, so whenever there is a collective noun like government, staff, committee, herd, senate, class, crowd and so on, generally take a singular form, but they could also be used in the plural form according to the context. The staff is meeting today. The staff are having an argument. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by words such as with, along with, as well as, besides, accompanied by, in addition to, as well or not. Ignore this expression and go by the subject to determine whether to use a singular verb or a plural verb. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by words such as with, along with, including, as well as, besides, accompanied by, in addition to, as well or not. Ignore this expression and go on by the subject to determine whether to use a singular verb or plural verb. Okay, the president, along with his bodyguard, is leaving for Bikaner tomorrow. So whenever children we are having such words like such as, along with, including, as well as, besides, accompanied by, in addition to, as well or not. So children, then the boy as well as his friend is watching the match. The boys as well as their parents are watching the match. Okay, some words. So children, some words are there in a sentence, okay, which indicates a portion like percent, fiction, part, majority, some, all, none, remainder, and so on. In such case, a noun in the off phrase object of the preposition will determine the use of a singular or plural verb. Like, 1/4 of the city is illiterate, 1/4 of the people are illiterate. So children, 1/4, 1/5, 1/2, it depends upon the last children, it depends upon the last subject, and if the later subject is singular, then the verb will be singular. If the later subject is plural, then the verb will be plural. Okay, so with this children, I have told you so many important things. Okay, so with this I conclude. With this, I'm going to add few more points. There's so many points in singular and subject verb conquered. One more thing, children, you have to see. You have to see that children, when we use or, when two persons are there, okay, how do we know that the person is the same person or the different person? So I'm going to tell you a trick, like the poet and the philosopher. Is dead, are dead. Now children, if you can see that here the is there with philosopher and the is there with poet. So if the or an or any other article is there with the second person, it means that there are two persons are there. But if it is there, if the is not there with this, then it means that there only one person. So we will use here is. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. Okay, whenever article is there, when two subjects are there, and in both the subject, when articles are present, in both the subject article are present. Okay, so in both the subject, when articles are present, all right. So you can see then that it means two subjects and two persons are there. But if the is there with the suppose in this case, as you can see children, the poet and philosopher, so here the is there with only poet and it is not there with philosopher, so it means that there are only one person is there. It means only one person is there. Suppose if it would have been written like this, sentence number 2, the poet and the philosopher, it means there are two persons. So here we will use, if two persons are there, then the plural verb will be used, are dead. But in this case, you can see the poet and philosopher, so they are not dead. All right. So children, we have done subject verb agreement, and always remember in subject with plurals s is there, and in verb with singular s is there. All right. Now, so children, we have done the subject verb agreement, a very interesting topic. Without this, you cannot write the correct English, so you have to pay attention. Okay. And you have to see many times. Sometimes we are confused. Then you have children, in this case many people get confused. Then with news, with scissor, with maths, all this thing is there. We always use singular subject, though s is there with them, but we always use singular subject here. Okay. So I mean to say, children, you have to learn the rules very carefully, very accurately. All right. Otherwise, this is the topic where mostly people get confused with this. I conclude my topic here. um, Children, once again, in future I would like to revise once again this topic, because it is not only interesting, it is important also from the examination point of view. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.